Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer. Thanks for joining me today for our devotional time. I want to talk to you about loneliness. Have you ever felt lonely? Maybe you're feeling lonely right now in your life. And I want to draw your attention to something that is so vital, because when we're lonely, we have a hard time really performing well. We have a hard time really moving forward with strength and confidence. In Jesus' ministry, when he was 30 years of age, he goes to the Jordan River where he's baptized by John the Baptist because he's about to inaugurate his messianic ministry. He's going to start teaching and preaching, and it's going to be 3.5 years of this intense ministry he'll be engaged in. And he needed to know that God was with him. He needed to have the awareness that he was not alone. So he goes to the Jordan River for his baptism there by John the Baptist, and I want you to look at what happened with him there in that setting. Matthew chapter 3, 16 and 17 says, "As soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. At that moment heaven was opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, 'This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased.'" Can you imagine being there in that moment at the Jordan River when the heavens opened up? Not only did the heavens open, but a dove came down, the dove of the Holy Spirit, representing the Holy Spirit, lighted upon Jesus. We don't know if it was on his head or where it was, but it came upon him. And then there's this audible voice that comes from heaven that says, "This is my Son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased." And my question for you is, why did God speak like this in that moment? Why did God do these things in that moment? Was it for the people around Jesus that day? Well, perhaps it did bring an awareness of who Jesus was to those folks, but I believe it was also for Jesus himself, that Jesus needed to be aware that his Father was with him. When the Father said, "This is my Son, with whom I am well pleased. He's the one I love." It was that moment that reminded Jesus, as he's about to begin his earthly ministry, that God was going with him. God was not with him, that he had the confidence and he had the courage and strength to walk out that journey and serve his Father faithfully. Let me remind you today that whatever you're going through in life, whatever your duties are, your responsibilities are, whatever your purpose in life is, remember that God is with you. You're one of his children. He loves you. With you, he's pleased, and he's pleased to give you his presence. So walk with him today with confidence and strength, knowing that he is with you.